Hey, what up, YouTube? Is this your boy, the Visionary, and welcome to another episode of Fireside Chats Preludes, bringing you the latest in current events and situations and stuff that matter to me the most. So let's get down with the most important stories that are popping off right now. Give me a second while I pull up my. For some reason, my netbook is acting up really slow and shit. Must downloaded some random program or whatever. You know how the updates are. They just start downloading onto your shit and fucking up your computer. Alright, first story I want to talk about is the massive typhoon that hit the Philippines recently. You all know the deal. Typhoon hit the Philippines. A lot of people got killed. They're still counting to see how many people have died. People are still recovering. And one of the things, the thoughts that's in my head is I'm starting to realize, I think, over the past 2 years, there have been a lot of natural disasters that have occurred, in, I think, third world and second world countries. I mean, yeah, New York had, Sandy, Hurricane Sandy happen. Not to say that wasn't a real disaster and people got hurt, but when you go to these second world countries, particularly the Caribbean and island type places, they really get hit by this shit. And it makes you wonder, is this really natural? You know what I mean? Because it really feels targeted and whatnot. I bet you if you, look into the Philippines and all these other countries and shit, you'll find out they're all part of something. They got beef with some country and magically they just get hit by some, natural disaster or some shit. I don't know. It's something to look into. Thought it was interesting. Second article that I'm bringing up is the Navy benches intelligence chief in bribery scandals. Story states that the U.S. Navy has a widening scandal involving prostitutes, cash bribes, and fat cat defense contractors who allegedly supplied them for sensitive military information just expanded to colossal proportions. The Navy announced Friday night that it had suspended access to classified information for 2 senior intelligence officers, effectively relieving them from duty. It's all part of the ongoing investigation into Global Defense Marine Asia. You already get the gist of the article. To add on to that, I would like to say that this is all part of a reoccurring theme that I'm starting to notice, and I've mentioned this and other times in some of my other videos, in regards to the targeted, agendaed purging of a lot of the high military brass in regards to Pentagon. A lot of high level ranking military officials are getting let go for random shit, just out of the blue. You had the Benghazi Gate situation where I think 4 Navy military commanders got let go for some shit like that. Then there was the whole mix-up with the and even before that, there was some massive let go of military generals for some reason. They never explained for what or what it was. Then you had Benghazi. Then you move on from Benghazi, and then you had the quote-unquote conspiracy of the missing nuclear weapons because they were shipping nukes to, I think, from California to some other fucking area or whatever it is, and it was not on paper, but someone found out about it. I don't know if that was leaked bullshit or whatever it is, or is it psyop or co-op or covert ops or whatever the fuck it is. But the issue was, once that happened, another 2 nuclear generals got released from duty, and it's are you serious? They weren't even involved in this shit. And I think, something is definitely going on, so keep your eyes peeled for that. If you keep seeing stories about generals and people from the military getting cut, there's definitely something going on with that, so keep your eyes peeled. Next and last story, this supposed conspiracy surrounding Yasser Arafat's last days before he died, and it's connected to Al-Assad. Basically, the story states that there's conspiracies floating around that the last days of Arafat were cut short on purpose by the current president of Syria, Al-Assad. Now, me personally, I think this is kind of random, and it's part of the the mindfuckery, the propaganda basically floating around in regards to Bashar al-Assad. They're really trying to get him out of power, specifically because there's lots of plans going forward that he's standing in a way of, particularly him, Iran, Russia, and China, and he needs to go. That's specifically what they're trying to do. So all these stories that you're starting to pick up, randomly out the blue, oh, this is a conspiracy, they said he blah, 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 and they're making it, they're trying to imply that he had something to do with this guy's death, or the fact that the conspiracy is pointing to him for some random other shit. You get what the fuck is going on. So that's it. Take care. Deuces.